Hey, everybody, this is Tell the Truth Radio. I'm your host, Ron Fitch, and I'm going to tell you the truth in the world of sports about what went on in the NFL. I'm going to really go in depth after Tuesday because you're having some pretty important games coming up that's going to decide seeding in the NFL. But let's talk about what happened today. The big game, Green Bay and Baltimore. Baltimore took the lead. And I was thinking, if Green Bay's even, they're leaving. If Green Bay got even, and then they were leaving, and then they ended up taking up a 21-14 lead after Aaron Rodgers, who was just throwing some amazing darts all over the field, past the Aaron Jones 9-yard touchdown. They go up. They hold the Ravens to a field goal because Hundley played good. They were going toe-to-toe for a little while. Then the Packers went down the field. It was a patented, pretty drive with Aaron Rodgers throwing beautiful passes to Allen Lazard and Devontae Adams. And it was a thing of beauty. And then Marquez Scantling, who got involved, 11-yard touchdown. They're up 28-17. This what almost came back to haunt Green Bay. They stopped Baltimore. They're driving. It's 3rd and goal at the Baltimore 11. The blitz comes. Aaron Rodgers picks it out. Allen Lazard is open in the end zone for the game-clinching touchdown. They go up 3 scores. It's a wrap. He misses them. I said, okay, they're going to kick the field goal, but they're leaving the door open. Baltimore comes right back down and scores a touchdown to cut it. They stopped Green Bay. They went right back down for the Huntley. Huntley ran in for 2 touchdowns. And once again, Harbaugh wants to go for 2. I say, I know you're worried about 42 seconds of one timeout with the Packers, but I'm kicking the extra point and seeing if I can force overtime because the 2-point conversion with a backup quarterback is not a good idea. And it wasn't. He missed Andrews, and Green Bay wins. And that's a tough loss for Baltimore. Green Bay is a better team, and Green Bay deserved to win because they were better. Aaron Rodgers was just thing that made him great is the poise in a hostile environment. 23 of 31, 268 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Aaron Jones gave you heart. Aaron Jones and Dillon combined for 80 yards rushing, and that was a hard 80 yards. And they got Valdez Scanlon going a little bit. And it was just a quality win in a tough environment. They're the top seed in the NFC so far. So that was a good win. And we're going to talk about some bad losses. There are 2 really, really, really bad losses. The worst loss was the Cardinals getting blown out by the Lions, 30-12. This is the residue of last week in that devastating loss where they had a chance to win against the Rams, and they're home, short week, get beat, have to come back and go to Detroit. Detroit was ready. Detroit has been playing hard all year. They've been playing well. And boy, did they play well today. They came out from start to finish, outplayed, outcoached, out everything. Goff gave you 3 touchdowns. Reynolds gave you 112 yards rushing. Brown, let me see. Yeah. Amon R. St. Brown was the guy. Long last name, but he had 90 yards receiving and a touchdown. Reynolds got a touchdown. Detroit was fantastic. As a bad loss for Arizona. Arizona's going to go on the road, but I don't know if they even going to, I believe the Rams are going to win the division, and Arizona's going to end up a wild card. I think that win by the Rams was a springboard for the Rams and a deterrent for the Cardinals. Just like the Chiefs and Chargers, how bad that loss was for the Chargers. Chargers could miss the playoffs over that. Over all those bad, reckless decisions by their coach, cost them. In a game that the Chiefs were flawed in, and the Chiefs won. Now, Chiefs are the number 1 seed because the Colts beat the Patriots, and I picked this game. The Colts dominate you on both lines of scrimmage, and they did. Now, the Patriots scored 17 points to make it close, to cut it 20-17 after being down 20-0. And then Jonathan Taylor runs for a 67-yard touchdown, 27-17. The Colts win. And the Colts, Jonathan Taylor rushed for 170 yards on 29 carries. And Wentz was solid. Wasn't great. But the way they ran the ball, they didn't need Wentz. I mean, Wentz ran the ball for 17 yards and Doolin ran the ball for 39 yards. They just lined up and punched a good New England defense in the face, and they got after Mac Jones. Mac Jones showed his youth, and I figured that was going to happen. The longer the season goes, the harder it's going to be as a rookie. He only completed half his passes. 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and the Colts took care of business. And the Bills took care of business. See, you had teams that just did what they had to do. The Bills beat up on the Panthers. The Cowboys defensively beat up on the Giants. It wasn't fantastic offensively, but defensively, they were the Cowboys. They were doing cowboy things on defense. And that is what they do. I mean, they forced 4 turnovers. They have forced 31 turnovers this year. The defense will give ground, but they get after you. They're smart. They're pretty smart. You could burn them, but they're going to burn you. They're going to get you. They're going to turn you over. They might pick 6 you. They're going to strip sack you, get the short field of their offense. You have to turn Dallas back over. The only way you're going to beat Dallas is you better have a Brady or Rodgers. You better be set up there for that. I'm just letting you know. Because they're all phases. The offense was okay. You got Pollard and Elliott and Prescott and Schultz and Lamb and Gallup and Cooper. So you never have to worry about the offense. It's a defense that was always bad over the years, but you got Lawrence and Kearse and Hooker and Van Der Esch and Diggs and the superstar and Micah Parsons, who could cover a little bit and could get after your quarterback, and he'll turn you over. This is the one time he didn't have a turnover, but usually he forces 1 turnover a game the way he plays. And they just got a galaxy of stars. Can they put it all together and win? That remains to be seen. Aaron Rodgers owns Dallas. Can Dallas get through that threshold and beat their nemesis and then turn around and maybe have to go beat Brady or beat the Cardinals, which they should, the way the Cardinals are kind of in retreat? Or do they have to deal with a surging 49er team that nobody's watching? And 49ers travel. They play good defense, and they're controlled the offensive line scrimmage like the Colts. So they can walk into Jerry's world and not be scared at all. So that's what makes the NFL exciting right now. But like I said, Wednesday, it'll be more of an in-depth analysis of what's going on because of all the postponements and rescheduling.